Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Janelle. I'm a mindset coach. My background is in psychology and I love to speak about manifestation, more precisely the law of assumption. Today I want to talk about how we can manifest fixing our image or fixing our reputation or even just starting an image from scratch. Like, let's say you're moving somewhere and you want to have a good first impression on people. I'm going to cover all of that today here on Janelle LOA. Stay tuned. We all know that people can feel how we feel about ourselves. We all know that people end up treating us the way that we feel we deserve to be treated. And this phenomenon is actually talked about in the book The 48 Laws of Power by my favorite author, Robert Greene. Basically, in the book The 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene said, if you want to be treated like a king, think of yourself as a king. Hold yourself like a king, and people will have no choice but to adhere to it. I also remember that in my social psychology class, our prof had showed us that when you ask someone for a favor that is so out of the ordinary, a favor that is so over the top, but you ask it like it's the most normal question ever, they tend to want to say yes, because since it's a question that is so out of the blue and unexpected for them, they didn't really have the time to prepare for what they would answer to that question, because they don't expect to receive that question. Like, hey, can you buy me a cottage? Okay, this is probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but you get the idea, right? This is the psychology of it, okay? We know that. However, for those of you who are hardcore manifestation truthers like me, you know that it goes even further than that. You can manifest that people have a change of heart about you before they even meet you, before they even see you again. They don't have to see you again like somewhere else in public and see that you've changed for them to change their mind about you. You can literally manifest that they have a change of heart about you before they see you again. This also applies to strangers. When I was in grade 12, I used to visualize a lot about what people were going to think of me when I got to university. So I knew that I was going to live in the dorms, so I was visualizing specific compliments that I was going to receive. And for some reason, at the time, I don't know why, okay? Please keep in mind I was 17 years old. It's a little bit cringe, but I was 17, okay? But I wanted to receive the compliment that I was perfect. I wanted to be perceived as perfect. And while this is cringy, it actually manifested. And I'm far from perfect, but that just goes to show that I manifested the compliment in itself. Does that make sense? Like, you can manifest compliments, even if the compliments are like not even true. Does that make sense? Okay, so, but I digress. I remember receiving the compliment that I was perfect by the girls on my floor and also the guys on my floor, but the girls on my floor ended up being really like mean to me because they ended up being jealous of me because they thought I was perfect. So sometimes it's kind of like, be careful what you wish for. We could speak about this more in another video because it's not really the point of today's video. The point of today's video is just that you can literally manifest having a good first impression on people, or a specific first impression on people. I also remember there was a time where I got a job interview to be a cart girl at a golf course, and I didn't get it at first, but I ended up visualizing that they were going to call me back and be like, hey, finally we have a spot for you, like finally we can hire you. What I did was that every day for like 3 days in a row, I went to the beach, I sat in the sand, and I would literally visualize that they changed their mind about me. I literally visualized that they were like, we should have hired that girl, and they ended up calling me. So, you know, you can manifest people changing their mind about you before they see you again. You don't even need to actually do anything in the 3D. You literally just need to manifest it. You literally just need to tweak your assumptions up here, and that will do it. There was also a time that I manifested a girl who was really mean to me overnight start being really nice to me. It was a girl on my renit team. She didn't always talk to me the way that she should have. She didn't always talk to me with respect, but what I did was that I don't think I visualized it. I guess I probably visualized a little bit as I was falling asleep, but I distinctly remember writing down in my journal, because at the time I loved journaling. At the time I was extremely obsessed with journaling and scripting. I watched Roxy Talks all the time, and her teachings are very journaling and scripting oriented. So at the time that was my go-to method of manifesting. And I remember writing down that she was going to be nice to me. So let's say that I thought that she thought I was annoying. I would write down, Melissa thinks I'm annoying. But then right next to that, I would write down, Melissa thinks I'm an absolute delight. And I remember my next Renette practice, She greeted me with the biggest wave, the biggest hi, the biggest smile on her face. It was like something had taken over her. It literally felt like magic. Like she had magically decided to become nice to me one day. And then I remember not long after that, our team went to a tournament and there was a game where I played really well and our coach wasn't sure who should get the MVP. And there was this girl on our team who was arguing that it should be for her friend on the team. And then the girl who used to be mean to me on our Renate team randomly popped out of the blue and was like, Janelle should get MVP. Janelle played so well today. Janelle is amazing. Janelle always plays so good and she never gets MVP. It should be Janelle. Like, defending me and fighting for me to get MVP for dear life. It was like, I just knew that it was my scripting. I just knew that it was my manifestation because there was no other reason why she would have randomly decided to start being nice to me one day. Does that make sense? So this is how you get people to change their mind about you. This is how you get to change your image. This is how you get to fix a bad reputation using manifestation. I hope that you guys find this helpful. Basically, you treat this just like any other manifestation. You treat this like any other thing you would want to manifest. It's probably going to be hard for you to believe that it's possible because you're literally making people's minds change. Like you're literally manifesting people's thoughts about you to change, but it is possible. Treat it like anything else. Treat it like any other manifestation and you'll be able to do it. Now comment down below. People don't tell me who I am, I tell them. People don't tell me who I am, I tell them. This is your reminder that you're always in control of how you're perceived, so never limit yourself and never be scared of other people. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it and share with anyone else you think would find it helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!